Just to give you a rather more contemporary example,
Oui.
if you look at the so-called financial crisis of 2007, 2008,
Oui.
Something like 7 million people in the United States lost their housing assets, and about 80% of the wealth of African Americans got lost.
Right.
And in the housing crisis, now you look at this and you kind of say, this is a massive transfer of wealth.
Right.
Is there no Marxist explanation for it?
Mm.
And this is the bit of the problem that it's called the financial crisis of 2007, 2008, when it was actually a housing crisis, which had financial ramifications. And what we see is, okay, 7 or 8 million people lost their houses. The houses were dispossessed by the banks. The banks didn't know what to do with them, so they gave them to a company like Blackstone, which has now become one of the largest kind of peddlers of rental properties in the world. Had a lockdown rate. So you see something going on there, and you kind of say, well, I have all the equipment to understand that. Other people were going on, well, what does this got to do with the falling rate of profit? And I'm saying it doesn't matter, because the falling rate of profit was not involved in this. This was an urban crisis, which had a financial meaning, and the financial meaning is what sticks with us. But so that's the sort of thing that I was interested in doing, and that seemed to me to be a classic example of dispossession.
Right.
You know, 7 or 8 million people were dispossessed of their housing, and somebody got it, which is Blackstone. And Blackstone is now one of the biggest companies in the world, because it profited off that wealth transfer.
Right. I think they have an active interest in our French pensions.
They do. They're heavily involved. They're heavily involved.
350 billion is an interesting amount of money, I suppose, for them.